What's going on, you guys? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and I have my sis here with me, Ashley Miller, and we're about to see who was wrong. I always have to say this every time that music goes off. First of all, shout out to Josiah.
Josiah did that. I'm gonna have to link Josiah up because your little thing songs, I be like, damn,
Oh yeah,
just be
Josiah be
vibey
doing
and everything.
all of them. All my openings and
Yeah,
stuff, Josiah does them all. He would definitely do it if you ask him to. Trust me.
yeah, I'm gonna have to hit him up. Like, give me something new, give me something fresh.
Right, okay. But y'all, this is another episode of Who Was Wrong. And of course, I got my girl Ashley Miller up here with me, and we're gonna see who was wrong
Hey
between
guys,
LaTocha Scott and Tamika Scott. Now, every time I do these, I always ask the person that I'm doing it with to choose the beat that they want to choose. So, and I also ask them while we're filming, why did they choose it? So, we're gonna do the same thing with Ashley. So, Ashley, what made you want to choose this particular one? Although at the time you asked me, I was surprised that nobody else had already picked it.
I was surprised at that too because it was like the most recent one and it caused so much controversy. I picked it because it's fresh in my mind and because I had some fun with it when it came out. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun with it. Natasha made me mad so bad, and I just did not expect all of that stuff to happen. Like she was probably like my favorite person in the group escape, and I just really so disappointed. I'm still disappointed right now.
Can we just say that that show was the best reality show that ever came out last year?
Yes, we can absolutely say that. I mean, everybody was engaged, and if you say that it wasn't, you're lying. You're lying. That's only if you didn't watch it. You didn't even have to watch it. You saw the drama that was going on social media, in the blogs, and everything. So, yep, they did that. I if they would have came back for a season two,
I would have been
I
in
don't
it.
know.
I would have been in it.
Yeah,
All
yes. Would you think Latasha would have came back if she would
no,
have tried to come back?
no.
Okay,
They really would have
okay.
had they really would have had to pay like her like the biggest check in order for her to come.
She. Mm-mm. This is what you call self sabotaging, and then you got a nigga that's coming in and basically just running you over and causing you to just lose a whole bunch of opportunities. I've never seen somebody fall from grace like her so quickly and didn't even get started on your solo career the way that you wanted to. That was so stupid. So stupid.
It really was. It really was. Like, where do we even start with this?
I
Like,
don't know, like we start from the beginning, I guess.
okay,
Like,
so what actually? Okay, so at the very beginning of this, based on the show, because what we saw online at first was them getting into it over Soul Train. So we didn't really
yes,
know what really started it until we saw the show. So based on the show, this started when they did Lovers and Friends, I believe, and
that
Tamika.
was the festival, right?
Yeah, the festival.
Hmm.
Candy and Tamika were locked out of their dressing room.
Dressing room.
Latasha left them there, even though there was a shootout, all kinds of stuff. She left them there with her
Yeah,
team. She left her team. All of them left. She didn't give a fuck.
yeah.
She left their ass. So that's what pretty much set Tamika off with being upset with Latasha because she was like, "How you gonna leave me here? Like I'm locked out of my room, all that. How you gonna leave me here?"
When you look at all the stuff that went on, I just everybody minus Latasha has valid reasoning to be pissed off with her, if you ask me.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my sister. I'm gonna have my sister back all the time. I don't do no, I just can't see people doing that. I just don't understand siblings that go against each other for no reason. And I really feel like there was no real reason besides, I don't know, jealousy. But then
Hmm.
again, it's like Tamika wasn't out here trying to become a solo star. She wasn't even trying to become like the four person of the group, you know. And She just let her ego get so bad. Knocked her in the dressing room, didn't even say nothing. Child. Then y'all bring that shit over there to the show. And it's one thing to not be talking to each other, and then you get your mama involved, and the mama ain't no good. I don't like talking about people, mama. I really don't. But when it deserves to happen, you got to get cussed out because you supposed to be the one that's trying to stop everything. She was escalating, she was picking sides, and it was just, what type of mama are you? And I believe she stole that money too.
I believe it too. Oh my God. I believe it too.
That's why she's so heavy on LaTocha's side. Yeah, she stole that money. She stole that money.
Yeah,
You can't tell me no different.
because like it's one thing that you left her there. That's the one thing. And then the second thing is, okay, not only did you leave me here, but you act like you didn't do anything wrong. Like you're not answering phone
Exactly.
calls, you're not answering phone calls and things like that. Then according to Tamika, she was trying to fix the issue before they had to start filming the show. You ain't even want to do that. You just like, nah, I ain't talking to you. Nah, I ain't talking to you. Then you get on the show and you and your mama show out the first episode.
They needed to extend that season. Like the very first episode, y'all showed y'all asses. I don't even know what I was expecting when it first came on. And I didn't even expect the like little confrontation or whatever that happened between Escape and SWV. But
Hmm.
I really thought that they had got their stuff together. Up until we saw that Soul Train situation at the debacle. But I thought they fixed it. I thought they fixed it. But then you come back and then you got the mom involved and just it was just crazy. But yeah, LaTocha, she stole that money. Tamika has every right to be mad. Um, LaTocha, that type of person, she gonna settle for whatever she can get, and that's what I feel like she did with Rocky,
Hmm.
and it's not good, and it's just not working out the way that she wanted to. And when I found out that he worked with R. Kelly, it all started making a whole lot of sense.
And
The manipulation and everything
yeah, and they were saying that they I think they met Rocky when they were on tour with
with R. Kelly.
R. Kelly and Salt
Hmm.
and Pepper, and they were saying, when they first started, LaTocha was a big girl, but then when she got with Rocky, he helped her lose weight, all that other stuff. So he helped her find her confidence. And sometimes when a person help you find your voice or help you find whatever you need to find, you
You feel
feel
indebted to him.
pride, you feel indebted to them. And that's exactly what happened with LaTocha. She felt indebted to Rocky. So now she lets him run amok as much as he wants to, even when she know that he wrong.
They still together, that right?
Yeah, they still together.
See, that lady don't love herself. I'm sorry. You cannot love yourself if you allowing all of this to go on. I'm telling you, like that man embarrassed her so bad, and you still there taking up on his side and all this stuff and going against your sister. It's one thing to have a little disagreement with your family, but you could at least fake that and for the public and be like, yeah, we're talking all this stuff, but no, y'all just carrying on. I just don't like that. You will never get me on nobody platform going in on my family. Well, depending on which family member it is, but not my sister. Mm-mm. I had to take that back because there's a couple of them. Ooh, it's a couple of them I just don't give a fuck about. But yeah, that's too close to home. That's too close to home. I don't get it.
But what are your thoughts on the mama's position in this whole thing? Because Tamika said that the mama has always picked a side between them, and it's always been LaTocha. I'm gonna pick LaTocha's side. I'm gonna pick LaTocha's side, even when she knew that she was wrong. And Tamika also said that when she would defend LaTocha, that's where she would get her mama's love when she would defend LaTocha. But when she wouldn't go with what LaTocha wanted, that's when she would be banished. Like, what you think about that?
That's fuck that the parents are supposed to be in it to be the mediator. You're supposed to show that you love both your kids, and now you have at least one daughter that probably feel like you don't love her just as much as you love the other one. And then it's really putting it out there that obviously LaTocha is the mama's favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I can't stand. I'm gonna be like, I know people be saying, "Oh, I ain't got no favorite. I ain't got no favorite." Yes, y'all do. Okay, parents got a favorite, and it's very clear. It's very clear that LaTocha was her favorite or is her favorite. I don't know. I can't remember. Tamika, was it always like that when they was kids or teenagers, or did all this start happening once the mama and the daddy got divorced and all of that stuff? Because if Tamika was
Tamika
on the
said,
daddy side or still in communication with the daddy.
yeah, see, Tamika said that's always been going on with her and Latasha. Like she always felt like she would take Latasha's side even back in the day. But I think it probably was a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more to the story because it gives me Tracy tease because she was the one who kept a relationship with her dad and after the mama got a
Rest in
divorce and
peace.
things like that. So that's what it's giving. But then also you have to remember that Latasha was the more reserved one, while Tamika was the person that was more outspoken, and Tamika had a baby at a young age too. So that's another thing that's against her.
Could you think because the mama is like very religious,
Hmm.
and then like when you brought up the whole thing about her having a baby, that's probably like, out of wedlock and everything, and you know how church folks do.
Yeah,
So
that's
that was a
definitely a
strike
part
against
of it.
her.
Yeah, that's
That's
I
the
feel
strike
like
against her.
yeah, that's a part of it. That's definitely a part of it. Cause I think me and T was saying that when we was doing our panel on that show. And I think it was either me or
Hmm.
JoJo because Josiah's, I think he also comes from a background kind of similar to that, where you're religious and if you gay or if you have a baby early, they shun you or they look at you in a different type of way or whatever. And I feel like that's part of the problem. And I feel like her mama was banking on Latasha to be this big time singer. And when
Yep.
they got in the group, she just knew that Latasha was gonna go solo and be this big person. But then it didn't happen that way.
Like when it comes to Latasha, I get that, it goes deep. Given that, she is a thicker girl, chunky. I wouldn't even call her big back then, okay?
Yeah.
I would let it be her size, what she was back then in the day when they first came out. Latasha was doing it, and when she first came out, because of the fact that she was different from the other girls, that's what attracted me to her. Her voice was everything. I feel like she had one of the better voices in the group.
Hmm.
Like my favorite parts would be her parts on the song, and then when she went solo or just branched out and did a couple of solo songs or whatever, um I liked them. You know what I'm saying? And I thought she was going to be able to flourish as a solo artist, but we also got to put in the fact that this is back in the 90s, early 2000s, and even now where looks and size and color and all that stuff got to play a part in it. So I'm pretty sure she heard so many people telling her no, telling her go lose this weight so that you can be this way and people can accept you, or you too dark and all this stuff. That plays a part. I understand that. But it just felt like she internalized all of that, and she took it out on the people that was closest to her. And one of those people was Tamika and Candy, but Tamika. So, and that's messed up.
Do
And then
you
you get
no no
the
go
mama
ahead, go ahead.
coming in, reinforcing some things. You get the mama coming in, and I don't even feel like they had real conversations to tell her like, "Oh, you don't got to feel this way." I just something about the mama just felt really off to me. Then you get the Rocky coming in, telling her, "Oh, probably, oh, you the best thing, you this and you that," giving her that reassurance and that so-called love that she was missing, and it just blew her head up. I don't know, like it's crazy. Self-love was lacking.
Yeah, I
It's just
agree
all
with
it is.
that.
Self-love is
I
lacking.
agree.
You got so many people probably telling you no. I will never forget when Biggie said that shit about them up in that song, and I said, "You have got to be kidding me." Because have you looked in the mirror lately? And I'm
Girl.
not the one that calls somebody ugly, but for him to say that about them, man, you have got to be shitting me. Because I'll never forget when I first saw him, I said, oh, okay. And Lil Kim was fucking around with that. Child. I mean, to each his own. To each his own. Faith Evans, too. Damn. Was it the money or was it the charisma or the personality? I just want to know. Because I just feel like you got to pick a struggle sometimes. And he had two of them that was working against him, but then it kind of worked for him. Maybe it was the money. I don't know because I would have never. We could have been friends, but mm-mm, mm-mm.
Maybe it was the
Anyway.
charisma.
But yeah, the audacity. Yeah, it probably was the personality. I don't know. Well, then again, he was a hoe, and he's kind of abusive too. So, well, there's
That's
that.
true.
It's the shit that he did to look him and on face.
Oof, girl. Those are the
Y'all put up with
conversations
that
that
shit, child.
them,
I just
them the
can't.
conversations that people don't want to have though, because he was one of the greatest and he's gone now. But that is the truth.
Cause let's be well, we getting off topic, but let's be real. If Diddy was doing the stuff that he's doing, and come on now, I'm not saying, but I'm saying all of them.
Exactly. All right. So when it come down to the
Mm-hmm.
money, when it come down to the money part, this whole $30,000, and LaTocha immediately denied that she ever stole anything from her sister. Even the mama said, "Ain't nobody stole your money. Ain't nobody stole your money." Even though mama said it, and then that's when Tamika came with the receipts online. She had all the receipts because we were covering that
That was
shit.
a
She
lovely day.
had.
I was like, dang it, Jesus.
Okay, it was a lovely motherfucking day. So, why do you think
It's
Latasha
supposed to be.
kept denying it, even though the receipts was out publicly?
Because she was embarrassed. She was embarrassed. I feel like it's just like when you say you're accusing somebody of doing something publicly, no matter what it is, and right off the bat, you're not going to get that person. I will be shocked if that person come out and be like, "Yeah, I did that" or whatever. You see what's been going on. People deny until the evidence come out, but the evidence came out and she still denied it. That is crazy. That is psychotic to me. I
It
mean, you
is.
got multiple people coming out saying this happened, here's the paper, this person signed this, I never signed that. People, mama coming out saying this happened, and you still sitting there like, I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know where she got that from. I would never do that to my sister. It's just not me, and it is what it is. I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not gonna pay. Like, girl, what? Come down off that high horse. Come down off that high horse. And again, I really feel like Rocky was in her ear the whole time. And the whole time, I really feel like if she would have just said, you know what, we can talk about this. Maybe I did do something. I don't want to discuss it on film, on camera, but I would apologize and we can work it out
Right.
behind the scenes and all this stuff. Just humble yourself a little bit. Her career wouldn't have went the way that it went.
That is true. That is true
She
because
did this to herself.
that show did not do Latasha any favors. Like, if you was gonna use that show as a springboard to launch your gospel album, you a fool.
And then to show the way that she went behind everybody's back to get the deal and all of that stuff, and you really thought that they was gonna be okay with it. It's like all you had to do was talk to them, let them know that this was what you was thinking about, let them know the ins and outs. Because again, you guys are a group, so you do need to communicate these things. Because what if I'm trying to get a tour going or some dates going, and then you up in the studio down in Atlanta or Nashville, wherever the thing was at, and you recording and you working on this, we trying to get the schedules together. You up here doing sneaky shit, so how am I supposed to be able to trust you? I just wouldn't be
Exactly.
able to, and I would probably voted to kick her out. Everybody in favor for her to leave.
Now,
That I'm dead serious. Oh my god.
now, when it comes to the fans, because I'm gonna be honest with you, when we were reviewing this show,
Mm-hmm.
They was looking at people like me crazy. A lot of us who interviewed Candy or got or or like me and you who received like that little box from the Candy and the Gang stuff and things like that, they was looking at us crazy and trying to make it
Candy
sound
and
like,
gang. We need
yeah,
to bring that
make it
back.
sound like we were only dragging LaTocha due to Candy, but it really wasn't about Candy though. It was like it's not about Candy. It's mainly about how she treated her sister and how she treated the group overall. Like, why are we blaming Candy for LaTocha and Tamika's beef?
Again, it's like people just don't want to hold others accountable. And because they already have a feeling about one person, they're going to put it on that person when that person ain't got nothing to do with it. Sometimes people just can't step out of their dislike for another to see that this other person is just really full of shit. Now, me, I don't even care who like me or not. I'm gonna
Right.
call it like I see it. You can get in contact with me all you want to. You can send me this and send me that. Regardless, if I don't like what you're saying, I don't like what you're doing, I'm still gonna call it out. That talking to celebrities or whatever, that shit ain't never phased me. Okay, it's
Hmm.
never gonna change my opinion. And if I do talk to some people like that, that's the reason why they reach out because they do like the fact that most of us be blunt and real with it or whatever, and they not trying to have us sway our votes or I should say our opinions or something like that. No, Latasha was just she was a tyrant. She did this to herself. And
She
if you
really did.
watch it and you come out and you can just see it with your own two eyes and you can still try to blame somebody else, try to blame her sister and all this stuff. When I think like when Tamika was trying to explain some stuff or whatever, they were trying to blame her for some things. Now let me tell you something. I will say this. Tamika, I was looking at her sideways when she said they had that sex tape and she let Latasha them hold it or Latasha hold it or whatever had it. Bitch, what? No, we gonna lock it up in the safe at the house. We're not gonna give it to nobody else, okay? We're not doing that. I don't know if y'all over there watching and getting off because people are nasty like that. So hey, and he trying to blackmail her and use it against you and all this stuff. That's what she should have did. That's the only part that I had issue with. And Latasha, did we ever really find out how many records she really sold? Was it really like that 670 something?
That's what the news reports kept saying. They kept saying it was only 600. And
Because
if it was 600, that is really sad. That is really sad if that's what it was. If it was really
then nobody go
600,
out
that's sad. Like straight up,
there.
that's
That,
real sad.
but because the thing is, I have never like I don't like it when I see these reality shows and people get on there and they don't know how to play the game right. You don't necessarily got to give us drama all the time or whatever. You don't got to be messy all the time, but make it a little bit interesting. And then if you do got something, plug that shit. That's what you're
Hmm.
supposed to do. You're supposed to plug it, make the show work. If you on a national TV show, you got people watching you. You're supposed to make that work for you. Okay. Latasha, you've already been in the game. You already dibbled and dabbled trying to go a little bit solo. She could have made this whole situation work for her. And instead, she did the complete opposite. And I'm pretty sure she wasn't expecting this. She wasn't expecting this. I really feel like she probably went into this and she thought that Candy was gonna get shitted on, and it
Hmm.
didn't happen. Probably her sister as well, and it didn't happen, and everything backfired on her. And even then, she still could have like found a way to get up out the hole. She just kept digging it deeper and deeper and deeper instead of just trying to get out. Her attitude being so like, well, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this and when she did that shit on that bus, that video when she was on that bus, baby, and now you making fun of your group members. I mean, you know what? Let me say this because when it comes to Candy, listen, I love Candy, but Candy, it's a little picky. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I kind of laughed. I laughed. I ain't even gonna lie. I said, "Girl, you have got to be kidding." But at the same time, that is your group member. That is somebody that you will hope to continue to work with so that you can make money because at this point in time, that's your only income. And now you done messed that up. You done messed that up. Like, girl, I don't understand. One thing about it, I'm not gonna mess up any opportunity. Okay.
Uh,
We're
oh,
gonna have to talk this out and make it work for us because I can't let go stuff. I don't want to be financially destitute. Now trying to
okay.
figure out where my next meal and my next check come. No.
Okay,
And you need to
exactly.
let that man go. Mm-mm.
Please let him go.
When all that shit came out about him cheating and the babies and all this stuff, and she still like, you still with him? You ain't even gonna separate and get a break. You still taking up for him. He lying through his teeth, ticking and stuff. I'm just like, child, I don't get it. The dick probably can't be that good. He don't look like he know what he doing. I'm serious. I'm serious.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this.
No,
Normally, by the end of the video, I ask who was wrong, but it's clear who was wrong here.
LaTocha.
Right, we know who was wrong. But this is a question I'm gonna ask though. Do you
Mhm.
think that there is any possible way that these two could ever be on the better note, being that they sisters?
Because they're sisters, yeah, they're
Mm-hmm.
blood. And I know I'm always like, you don't have to be around toxic family members. But if you see that person trying to make forth an effort to try to make things right, yes. But see, Latasha, she's too haughty. She's too like she don't do nothing wrong. She can't humble herself.
Mm-hmm.
And once she be able to have to work to back and all this, I can see them coming back. Cause Tamika just don't give me that she didn't want to talk to her sister.
Mm-hmm.
Like she don't give me that type that say, I'm done forever. No,
Right.
it's still a possibility. It's very much a possibility. And I know Tamika probably waiting on it too. And that's sad because they was close.
They were very
Like,
close. They were very
yeah.
close. Um, I do agree with what you're saying. I do think that there is a possibility. I don't know if they'll be close as they used to be though, because there was a lot that transpired. Like trust is broken, and then long as you married to Rocky, it ain't gonna never be what it was. Long as you married to him,
And then we gotta put in the fact that this riff, it didn't happen behind closed doors and then
it
nobody
happened
else knew about it
publicly.
but them. It happened publicly. And all of this stuff spilled over and people and their opinions and stuff. And I don't know. I'ma pray for them, I guess.
Well,
I mean, hey, we don't want people like for real. Even though we don't like stuff that they do, if it's family, I don't like family when they be going at it like that. We got too much going on these days. We need each other. We got to come together. Get up off your high horse and apologize and get that lady her $40,000. Bitch, you better be glad it ain't me because I really would have charged interest and then I would have sued your ass.
uh,
$30,000 would have went up to 45 by now if you
okay.
took too long. Okay, because that's what the bill collectors do. When you late, they charge that interest. That was a loan that you took away from me that I didn't tell you could have. So
And then I
therefore,
put the receipts out, and you still ain't gave me back my money. You know what? Anyway, you know what? Thank you, Ashley.
I appreciate coming on.
Thank you for doing this with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we are out of here, honey. Shout out to Ashley because my ass just woke up from a nap. So she was waiting
Listen,
on me.
I'm about to go to the movies.
Oh, what you finna go see? You finna go see Bad Boys?
Bad boys, bad boys.
Well, I'll be waiting for your movie review so I can see
All
what you.
right.
All right,
I
you
heard
guys.
it's
So
good.
we're out of here until the next video. I'll talk to you guys later.